Action aficionados are in for a treat this holiday season, as Jason Statham's death race speeds onto Max starting December 1st. The 2008 action thriller, a remake of the cult classic Death Race 2000, which starred Sylvester Stallone and David Carradine, delivers Statham-esque high-octane excitement and intense stakes that fans have come to love from the bald British brutalizer. The movie follows Statham as Jensen Ames, a wrongfully imprisoned speedway champion who's offered a dangerous deal: compete in a lethal, weaponized car race to earn his freedom or rot behind bars forever. Armed with flamethrowers and grenade launchers, Ames must make his way through a gauntlet of hardened criminals. Let's hope he's got a good Spotify playlist to get through that on. The movie has a fun supporting cast too. It features the likes of Tyrese Gibson, Fast and Furious, Ian McShane, John Wick, and Joan Allen, Face Off. But despite the ensemble supporting players, the movie stalled at the start line when it came to the box office, grossing $76 million worldwide against a reported $45 to $65 million budget. Critics were similarly divided, with the film earning a 41% score on Rotten Tomatoes. However, the movie has since gained a cult following, and Universal expanded the franchise with 3 direct-to-video sequels, although Statham didn't return for any of them, and if we're being brutally honest, we're glad he didn't. Statham has carved out quite the career for himself in action, with huge hits like the Transporter trilogy, Crank, The Mechanic, and The Italian Job, as well as roles in the Expendables and Fast and Furious franchises, although we have a soft spot for his bumbling role as a hapless secret agent in the action comedy Spy. His latest film, The Beekeeper, was another success story, grossing over $150 million globally while earning a solid 71% Rotten Tomatoes score. Fans won't have to wait long for more Statham-fueled action. In January 2025, Livon's Trade, directed by David Ayer and featuring a script by Sylvester Stallone, hits theaters, with Statham joined by David Harbour and Michael Pena. Later in 2025, Mutiny, a thriller directed by Jean-François Richet, Plane, will see Statham take on the role of a former NYPD officer, framed for murder. Statham is also expected to reprise his role as Deckard Shaw in whatever the final Fast and Furious ends up being called, although we're still furious the previous installment wasn't called Fast 10 Your Seatbelts, but that's why we don't make the movies.